Ooh, spooky. Scary monoliths and shivers down your spine. Well, hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Yakadash here. So, yes, I was just trying to stream this earlier, but, unfortunately, I, was having some strange problem, which is that I kept seeing notifications that I was taking screenshots, and I don't even know how that was possible, but I found out that whenever I was hitting spacebar, I was taking screenshots for some reason, even though that didn't make any sense because I was checking Steam, was checking other things, and I don't know what would be causing that. So we're just gonna go ahead and start up a new game. Hello. But yeah, I decided to start this up. Decided to start this playthrough finally to commemorate the official trailer of Tron Ares, which, as I said in the previous stream attempt, that's kind of ironic given that, well, this game isn't actually canon, which is kind of weird because it's not like it would break anything if they made it canon. I don't know. Disney has a weird habit of things like that.
Please, I've got to get back to my routing. I'm already behind on my deliveries this cycle.
You have privileges I require.
I'm just a simple email script. I
know what you are, and I know what you'll become.
Oh, hey, Abraxas, before Abraxas.
Tell me, what is your function?
I serve Thorn, my master user.
Meanwhile, in the real world.
Jet, do you think your dad would mind if I had some of his popcorn?
Huh? Oh, sure, have all you want.
Alan does like his popcorn.
Yeah?
I'm a little surprised you turned down the level 6 programming position.
Look, Dad, I know you're disappointed.
Damn right I'm disappointed. I pulled a lot of strings to get you that offer.
I'm happy making games. Life is short, Pop. I plan to enjoy it.
You sound like Flynn. Hold on, son. Mathria, run a security diagnostic.
Yes, Ellen 1.
Results.
A virus has entered the system via email. Lab drives 1, 2, and 4 infected.
Jet, we'll have to continue this conversation later.
This is a restricted area. You just can't come barging in here.
Dad?
Get your hands off me.
Dad, can you hear me? Mathria, where's my father?
Alan 2, I require immediate assistance.
What do you mean?
Contingency protocol activated.
Laser activity in 5 seconds.
Mathria, stop what you're doing.
Put on goggles.
I've got glasses. Does that count? Classic. Cool opening. It's too bad in Tron Legacy, like, they don't really go through just the motions of, like the slow digitization. Like, it just goes, you know, just zooms in, and, like, they don't really take the time to do that, but, oh well. Here's Foxliner, Sydney Morgan. It's really a darn shame Bruce Boxleitner isn't actually going to be in Tron Ares. I mean, he voiced, like, he played freaking Tron. For Pete's sake. And if Tron is going to make any kind of comeback in Tron Ares, then, you know.
Mathria, what did you do?
So you are a user. Fascinating.
Now, I already know how to play, but I'm just gonna show it. Just for y'all, you know?
Well, user, now that you've been digitized, you can think of me as your tour guide to the world inside the computer. There are a few crucial functions you'll have to learn if you hope to survive the system. I'm sending you a help file. You can view help files at any time by pressing the number 8 key.
Help files are brief descriptions of common objects encountered in the Tron universe. When a new help file has been added, an icon with a question mark will appear on the left-hand side of the screen. While in the help file browser, help file topics are listed in the order acquired. White indicates the currently selected help file. Yellow indicates a new help file that has yet to be opened, and black indicates a previously viewed help file. To recall a help file at any time, press the Browse Help File shortcut key, default key 8. To close a help file, press Escape or the Action key, default key F.
See them closely. They typically contain important information. When a program has something to say, a talk icon will appear above his or her head. To initiate the conversation, approach the program and press the Action key. Try it.
6 more subdirectories have been compromised. The corruption managed to slip past our scheduled scans. Obviously an inside job.
To continue your training, activate the help programs that display the talk icon.
Tell me about player movement.
The basic player movements are forward, backward, strafe left, strafe right, crouch, and jump. The mouse is used to look around. You can also look around corners. Here's a help file with more information. That concludes the basics.
You know, what's kind of funny is that I was just thinking about how the name Tron Ares, it's the first Tron movie that has like 2 different programs in the title. You got Tron and then you have Ares, so it's like just thought that was funny.
Tell me about my status display.
The status display shows your objectives and tasks. Press the Tab key to see an example. Here's a help file with more information.
Instructions. Okay.
Tell me about build points.
As you gain experience in the digital world, build points will be added to your version number. At every milestone, you can use the build points to upgrade your performance ratings. Press the F1 key to access your performance ratings and distribute your initial set of build points.
Yeah, those are some extra
Here's
build points that you could just totally miss out on at the very start of the game. What did I do last time? It was like that, and then that, right? Yeah. Hey, bye.
Mathria has just requested an IO node link with you.
This is like the one instance I think I've ever heard of, like, you know, it's just like you put a number in somebody's name, or a number in a name, and then you actually pronounce the number. It's actually quite clever.
Tell me about IO nodes.
IO nodes are how programs communicate when not in the vicinity of each other. IO nodes, like most objects, require a permission set to activate. The segmented ring surrounding the reticle will indicate what permissions are missing. To activate an object such as this IO node, face the object and press the action key. I believe that's it.
Alright.
You do not have the proper permission set to activate this object. This way, user. Activate this help program to learn about archive bins.
Tell me about archive bins.
Archive bins can contain permissions, emails, help files, and subroutines. Like most objects, they require a permission set to activate. To activate, face the archive bin and press the action key. One useful note: an empty archive bin exhibits no item nodes. That about covers it.
Is it? Oh my gosh, the chat is broken. I'm sorry. Sometimes my chat breaks, so I don't always see. Hey there, Nick. Yeah, whoops. Sorry.
Looks like you don't have the proper permission set to access this archive bin either. Wait, I've got it here somewhere. Here you go. Now that you have the proper permission set, activate the archive
Yeah, just
bin.
like recreating Byte's voice.
To download an item from an archive bin, select the corresponding number on your keyboard.
I didn't always have that problem. Oh, sorry.
Follow me back to the IO node. You now have the correct permission set to receive the message from Mathria. To activate, face the IO node, then press the action key.
Oh, yeah.
Connecting to IO grid.
Alan 2, you must obtain your disk before proceeding.
What do I need a disc for?
It will be your
British
primary
spelling of
weapon
disc.
against the corruption.
Node deactivated.
Right. All talking computers. Personally, one of, if not my favorite computer voice. I don't know if I will call it my absolute favorite computer voice ever in like science fiction, but it is up there. Is the voice of Aurora Unit 242 in Metroid Prime 3. There's just something about not just the actress who voices 242, but also just the effect. It's so like unique and cool sounding.
Handling a disc is tricky. I strongly suggest a quick combat tutorial. Follow me. Mathria has prepared a practice arena for you. The data stream leading to the arena is on the other side of this force field. Unfortunately, the binary bit operating this socket is missing.
Comments from me? Or other people?
Tell me about energy transfer.
Periodically, binary bits lack energy to operate properly. To transfer energy to a bit, face the bit, then press and hold the action key. When the meter displayed in the HUD fills up, the transfer is complete.
Okay. Bitty boy. Ah, I see. Yes.
To be transported to the combat training arena, step into the data stream.
AKA the portal. Now, something I had mentioned in playing the Spider-Man 2002 game was how I thought the voice for Harry Osborn sounded an awful lot like the voice for Jet, which kind of made me excited. But alas, they're not the same person. And it also helped because neither of them were particularly good actors, so...
To pick up your disc, face it, and press the action key.
I don't know why, but whenever I'm trying to pick up the disc, oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, continue.
Good. Now before we get started, use the patch routines to restore your health and energy to full capacity. Activate the health program when ready to start the combat training.
Okay. This game has a lot of mechanics that I just really like. Like upgrading your stuff, like collectibles, new gear, lore, just an awful lot of stuff, which is why it was such a big hit for me personally.
Tell me about using the disc.
And also it's Tron.
It's good practice to save your progress before entering into combat situations. Please do that now. Step onto the battle ring when ready.
Don't tell me what to do.
To throw the disc, click and release the left mouse button. To recall the disc, click the right mouse button. To steer the disc in mid-flight, click and hold the left mouse button. Moving the mouse will influence the path of the disc. To use the disc as a melee weapon, click the left mouse button while holding down the control key.
Except I have that allocated to shift.
Press the right mouse button. Practice using the disc against this combat training program.
Oh, headshot.
When a program is derezzed, a core dump containing energy, health, and quite often permissions and subroutines is left behind. If you wish to continue practicing, activate the switch to res in another combat training program. Enter the data stream when finished.
I thought I lost it. Oh, right, that's what that is. Okay, cool. Let's turn Ultimate Frisbee into an action adventure game universe. I'm just kind of thinking, you know, it's like, you know, just kind of sort of thinking the pitch meeting for like the original Tron is just like, yeah, so the programs have, you know, like discs and stuff, like, you know, they carry around and stuff, and they use them as weapons and whatnot. It's like, so they throw them around like frisbees? Yeah. Okay. It's like, I mean, to be fair, it's like, was it Percy? Or Perseus in Greek mythology, who like decided to throw the discus, but he was so bad at it that he actually like accidentally killed this one guy who he was prophesied to kill at some point. Anyway. Oh yeah, and they're on they got motorcycles too.
Oh no, the corruption has breached the
it runs well for the most part. A little glitchy here and there. Oh, ow. Hang on. Cool. How Nice Code turned out went really well. No, it's not there. Oh, Group 7 corrupted. I just noticed that text. It corresponded right before I read this email. Lore. Love it. And it's in emails. I love it. Virus alert. All personnel at incom or in.com. From the IT department. March 3rd. Unfortunately, not everyone has updated to the new virus protection software, and as a result, an unknown virus type has corrupted many systems on Group 7 lab server. We're working on the problem right now. Thank you for your patience, IT department. Or is it March 3rd, or is it March 2003? Because I believe that's when this game came out. Virus alert again. Same people, same destination. Until further notice, do not download or upload files to the central source code server. We are doing our best to quarantine the virus, but its aggressive nature is making it extremely difficult. It's really unlike anything we have ever seen before. Sorry for the inconvenience, IT department. I would say that doesn't surprise me, but then again, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Something's gone horribly wrong. Rami failed to transmit a data packet to my user. He must have been corrupted. He was so young. So many cycles left.
Oh, by the way, friendly fire is a thing in this game, so,
Illegal program termination.
Quick, get the help! Hey, I got it just in time. Anyway. So this is, fun fact, this is actually the first game I ever played, that had the quick save, quick load feature. Half-Life being the second.
only way out is up through here.
Or was it technically... I think technically I played a little bit of Republic Commando before you played Half-Life, but I didn't stream Republic Commando until later.
In the next sector, there is an archive bin that contains a subroutine that will enable you to jump higher. This way, user.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me grab stuff from this infinite... Oh, there's a build point. Let me check. Well, obviously their antivirus was Is it McAfee? No. Is McAfee an antivirus? I don't even remember at this point. Yeah.
Locate the archive bin and retrieve the subroutine stored inside.
One of the few things I know about McAfee is it's common for scammers to use that as a mask. Like Norton is another one as well. And then another thing is that McAfee is notoriously difficult to remove. Okay. From what I understand. In fact, I had a false all the while I was like recording Half-Life.
Greetings, program. My name is Rami. Please free me. I have an important packet to deliver.
Romney? No, I don't think so. I'm just kidding. Not Romney. Anyway, Now I did have this false antivirus program that I don't even know how it got on my computer in the first place, but it was like racking up like CPU usage and stuff all the time, and it kept like popping up every now and again. And I finally realized, like, I just like tried clicking a link on it or something like to remove it, or I was looking it up on my computer, and I went to their website and I realized that it had not been updated since like, I don't know, Windows XP or Windows Vista or something. It was like really old, and I was like, hang on a second. So then I started looking up, okay, how do I remove this thing? So then I figured it out by looking it up, and then yeah, that really helped. But all the while I was like playing Half-Life 2 and recording and stuff, like it was interrupting my gameplay at times, and I would imagine also slowing down my laptop when I was recording it. But unfortunately, I didn't realize that until much later. Yeah, I've heard that about Norton. Yeah. Anyway, subject: award announcement. All personal. Is that supposed to say personnel? I wonder. Oh. Yeah. We are thrilled to announce that our very own Mr. Alan Bradley has been awarded the highly coveted International Academy of Intelligence Artificial's Digital POW Award for his latest iteration of Mathria. Please join us and Mr. Bradley in the employee lunchroom as we proudly present him the award certificate. Congratulations, Mr. Bradley, Senior Management. Lord knows he deserved it. Now I gotta be careful because the fall damage in this game is extremely unforgiving. I think Half-Life was similarly. I did see Edge was capitalized. However, I do love Edge, or I've gotten accustomed to using Edge to the point I'm just kind of like, you know what? I don't really see the reason to be so like psyched about using Chrome anymore. I used to think Edge was weird, but I've definitely gotten used to it. Aha! There you are.
Subroutines augment a program's base abilities when loaded into system memory. To load a subroutine, press the F1 key to bring up the menu, and right-click on the subroutine in the outer ring. With the YAMP loaded, your jump height is greater. Follow me to the exit.
Oh, there you are. Hang on a second.
Follow me to the exit.
Now, I guess the one gripe I have with Edge is how it defaults to Bing. And of course, I mean, Google is just superior. Hey, I'm talking about web browsers. Thank you very much. Oh, hi. Disinfect. And yeah, here we go. Here's something. Playing conservatively, as usual. It's because those things, you know, this is looking an awful lot like how, am I the only one who looks at these and just thinks they look like coat hangers? Anyway, but, yeah. We're just downloading viruses specifically from Edge. Anyway,
Thanks, program. I was afraid my subroutines were going to become infected.
Follow me to the exit.
I like your goatee, Rami. Let's see, what is the schmeal deal here again? Ah, yeah, here we go. Wait, I already have that. Okay, so I don't need that. Okay. Evidently, Mr. Bradley is not available to attend the award presentation. For those who are interested, a copy of the award certificate will be featured in the next company newsletter. That's too bad. The Colonel's Command Deck. Primary ICP domain. Ah, the Colonel.
Colonel, system scans indicate partitions 5 through 32 are infected. Block all right access privileges and send in more intrusion countermeasure programs. Yes, sir. Have you isolated the source? Not yet, sir. However, we've picked up the signature of an unauthorized program in the sector. Quarantine and bring the program to me immediately.
I wonder why he has a rather... I've always thought the Colonel has like a rather like sort of Egyptian snake head, and that's kind of how I view it.
So what are you exactly? A bit?
A bit? Ha! I'm a bite. Mithria wouldn't send a simple bit to do a bite's job. Let me tell you, mister. Shh.
Strange little creature. What are they?
That is a code optimization where they graze
Or
on
cow
access
for
code.
short.
Activating one allows you to optimize a subroutine up one level.
It's a cow. Anyway, health and armor. Nom nom nom. Okay. Ah, I see.
You do not
They
have
got-
the proper permission set to enter the power stream control sector. Follow me.
Hang on, I need my hexagon. I need my very, very special shiny hexagonal Cheez-Its. Am I right? Am I right? Anyway. Okay. I'm still not sure if this is... No, I think the number is the year, not the day, because this says June 02, but all the emails we've been reading before say March of 03, and it's just now talking about like the corruption or the virus. Subject, send me your resume to Jet at House. Alan from Alan Bradley. to you in a second. Look, son, I know you have a problem with working at the same company as your old man, but I've heard that the games division is looking for an entry-level programmer. It doesn't pay very well, but it's a foot in the door. Perhaps after a few months, you could switch over to research and development. Anyway, I won't co-sign for the lease on your new apartment unless you have a job, so I suggest you send in your resume immediately. Don't let pride get in the way of your better judgment. Dad. Kind of a rocky relationship. Yes, that's right, that's right. Boy, it has been a while since I've played this, huh? Which is good, because, you know, although it's not a blind playthrough, you know, it does give, like, it does give a little new, a little freshness, you know? Oops. Subject Jethro Bradley. Bradley from HR. Per your request, I checked our company handbook, and there doesn't appear to be any problem with your son working here. Nothing in regards to nepotism, at least. Winky face. Send his resume over, and I'll get in the system. Mary Jo, Human Resources. Hmm? Whoa. Yes. That was like a bit of a reflex on my part.
There's a subsystem that runs beneath the main level. Look down there.
Oh, yeah?
Get him!
No, I don't think I will. You know, it's kind of funny and also unhelpful about how you, like, how you're trained to block discs, right? But most of the enemies you fight at the beginning don't even use discs, so it's a little challenging. Oh, darn, I missed a core dump. Aha. Wonderful. I don't think so, but... I think it's just, you know, haha, it's funny. You know? Oh, right. Crouch. Okay, so something that was confusing to me earlier was how in the box that had the mesh primitive, you had a red thingamabobber swirling around, and then you had a green one. But green ones are always emails and reds are always subroutines. So the fact that the mesh primitive and the jump, the Y amp. Those are both in there. Well, okay, so I guess technically green could include primitive stuff. I mean, that's the only explanation.
The corruption is spreading. We must keep moving.
Kernel update, search params. Viral source confirmation. And how did you confirm that exactly? I'm not a viral agent. That's just rude. I mean, yeah, I'm just giving
the source of the corruption.
Now this is unexpected. These programs believe you are the source of the corruption. That's rather funny, actually. Come, you are not safe here. We must find the server's exit port.
Oh, I don't find that funny. I actually missed. Of course, just giving the game the benefit of the doubt, like...
Can you believe this corruption? More and more zealots are popping up. There goes the neighborhood. But what the hell's causing it? The Colonel has issued instructions to watch for an unauthorized program in this sector. That's probably the source of the corruption. There's only one thing I hate more than zealots, and that's unauthorized viral code. I'll de-res him on the spot. Cool your circuits. The Colonel wants the program quarantined and brought in for interrogation. You are not authorized to be in this sector.
And you're unauthorized to say that. Just wasn't feeling the right quip, the right retort, you know?
Can you tell me how to get to the exit port?
The exit port is
Lady!
located beyond the power stream, but
Bottoms up, lady.
Impossible. The auto exec is broken. You'll need to cycle the power stream manually. Don't get too close to the power streams.
Now, it's kind of funny at the beginning of the game is how, like, some of the help programs are red. And you're like, because, like, it's not that it's not that red actually means evil. Or, like, you know, bad program or something. What it means exactly, I'm not sure, but I think it's supposed to be, like, administration. Or, like, it's an administrative color. But since the administrative programs tend to be sinister, it's just, you know, ends up working out, but still, you know, you just have programs at the beginning of the game who are not hostile but are red, so it's like, yeah, that's kind of funny. Oh, there's our last build point. I don't have the permissions for this. Primitive charge. Maybe. No, I need it's the same permission I'm missing from that. Oh, primitive charge. Perfect. Also, just the color coordination is like one of the things I just start thinking of as laser tag, in which case I'm like, yay, I want to be laser tag. Uh-oh. Shoot. Oh, Misa, big dead. End of line. Alright, new plan.
Initiate security.
Oh. Hi, it worked. Ah! Shoot. What the?
That was a user, not shareware.
Well, that wasn't very nice. Well, that's too bad. And nuts. Oh well. Alright. Well, there we go. Yes, okay. It's still, permission 2, I think it's called? That I'm missing? Alright. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Oh, hang on. Oh, perfect. Permission 2. If I recall correctly, shareware is kind of like public domain, except freer. So yeah, it's more of a Queen of England comparison. Oh. Also, I could actually try playing this with a controller, or just see how it goes, because there is a, like, I could play it with a controller if I wanted to. Like, I might try that for a bit, and then if I'm just not feeling it, well. If I'm just not feeling it, I won't do it. Judging how this is going, I'm probably not gonna do it. Yeah. Well, I think technically that's what you would call public domain. Like there's I forgot where I was educated on the difference between public domain and shareware. Either it was in my the lipids. I always think the unformatted subroutines look like lipids. Yeah. The music is glitched out. Let me just deactivate these. It was either in my Java programming class or my web design class, but it was one of those two where I learned the difference between shareware and public domain. I think the difference is that public domain is anyone is allowed to access it, but not everyone is necessarily able to own it. Whereas shareware goes the further step and is like, oh, you can also own this. Hence the term shareware. I believe that's how it works. Okay, perfect. Profiler, and that's why you should just not bother with upgrading your profiler, because you'll get this early on. Perfect. Okay, that's armor. What is this again? Okay. I don't know what happened to the music, but I guess I'm okay with it.
Freeze, program.
Oh, there's the music. Oh, I did? I'm not running. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm right here. Oh, I didn't read the email. From Patrick, SP, Space Paranoids 3D. That's what that is. Alan Bradley. I got to meet your boy Jet today, a fine young man. He aced the programming test and everyone seems to like him. I didn't see a bit of that attitude problem you keep mentioning. I've got a slot on the Space Paranoids 3D team. That's a great fit. Patrick, producer, Space Paranoids 3D. Well, you know, some people, when they don't start to show their flaws, like some people don't, if they're, you know, have better social skills, they tend to not show their flaws as much until they start to get to know you. And once they do, then they start showing you more of themselves, so that doesn't really surprise me. Oh, just Java. I took just a semester of Java. Unfortunately, I did not do well on the exam because the exam was very unforgiving. And it was like, basically...
Port activation approaching.
If the program doesn't run, then that whole thing, that whole section is a flop. So I think I got a D. It was bad. Oh hey, it's a green boy.
If you have package to transport, you better hurry. The exit port is scheduled to go active soon.
Port activated. Illegal program detected in exit port sector. Quarantine protocol fields raised.
How about you not snitch on me? That'd be great.
Prepare for immediate de-resolution.
Somehow I feel like I haven't heard that one before.
Show yourself. Unauthorized.
No, you don't. I already have both, okay. I mean, to be fair, they were like, my professor, who had the most wonderful professor last name, which was Bergstrausser or Bergstresser or something like that. He did warn people, it's like, by the way, just so you know, like, this is how it's going to work. You're going to have there's a written part of the test where you answer certain questions, and then there are program parts of the test where you have to write the program, and if it doesn't run, then that program is a flop. So he did warn us. It's not like he didn't, but... Which area are you talking about?
Additional quarantine protocol field raised.
Oh, that's rude. Jet, from Patrick. Don't worry, Jet's doing fine. He's more than pulling his weight on the SP3D team. In fact, I'm bumping him up to lead programmer on the next title. There's also a level 6 programming position open up in research and development in a few months. That would be perfect for him. Patrick, producer, Space Paranoid 3D. Well, there were multiple programs that you had to write in the Java test. So it's not like the whole thing was one program. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit glitchy. Just a tad. So something I kind of had thought about was how this game has sort of the trope of our hero being in purgatory. In a way. Because it's like Jet, who's like this not the best sort of fellow, is trapped in this other world. And in this other world, he's also doing a bunch of reflection, in a sense, because by looking at what other people are saying about him and whatnot.
Additional quarantine protocol field raised. Additional quarantine
Except in
protocol
this
field
case, he's
raised.
not actually dead, so, you know. Bro, ain't no way, what? Is the portal open? No, it's not. Got all the build points, yeah. Oh, so it's 2.
Quarantine protocol measures offline.
Hee. Goodbye.
Incompetent scripts. Find out where that port leads. Yes, Colonel.
Uh-oh.
Freeze, program. The Colonel wants a word with you.
They were onto him quickly. Excuse me. Prison vaporware. Press any key to continue.
Query Index 224-C. Unauthorized use of resources. Program quarantine in connection to spreading virus. User unknown. State your origin.
You're making a big mistake.
Mistake? Reveal your creation date before I disassemble your code one operation at a time.
Well, I was born in '82.
Impossible! You are much too complex to be from that period. You have been accused of spreading a viral agent through the system. What is the intended goal of this sabotage?
I'm not responsible for that virus.
Enough! Who is your user?
I am a user.
Blasphemy! Regulars, put the prisoner in update.
Wait, you can't do this. I'm a user. Find Mithria. I'm trying to help her.
Mithria?
Let the log files show prisoner refused to cooperate and is considered incompatible. Schedule him for immediate de-resolution.
Colonel, put him on the grid.
A grid. Interesting proposition.
I guarantee it'll be a race you won't forget.
Take them to the staging pit.
Enter a new system with different memory requirements. Please reconfigure subroutines. Roger. Is that everything? No, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna put that back. Put Oakley dokley. Walk through. On in,
Programs Cody, Skate,
out,
and Jet prepare to enter Grid Arena 1.
Beside through. There's a cow in my house and a mouse on my roof. There's a bird in my hand and a spider on my tooth. Anyway, I'm not sure.
Here's your rod primitive. Once on the grid, activate it to res in your light cycle.
Wolfgang 587. I love the little text that appears. You know, it adds to the immersion and, you know, world building. In fact, you could say. That's what I have you for in the chat, to do my research for me. Anyway. Okay. Worried about my job. To Nick from Olivia. Date December of 2002. Boy, the mood around here is pretty awful. I heard that the CFO is in deep trouble, Chief Financial Officer, in deep trouble for misallocation of funds. First the internet bubble burst and now this. I heard that Gibbs Jr. is putting the company up for sale. You know any good headhunters? Olivia. I don't really know what headhunters means, to be honest. Also, it's kind of interesting. The gal's name is Olivia, just because Olivia Wilde played Cora. Also, Olivia is the name of my favorite gal from Aiden's series, which also, yeah, that bit of dialogue with the Colonel, where he's like, blasphemy! That's like the farthest Aiden got, I think, in this game, but he still loved that conversation, so we would quote that from time to time. Also, if Tron Ares does not have that anywhere, does not have that, like, line in there somewhere, it's like, you're making a mistake or something, you know, there needs to be that somewhere, just because that's been, I don't know how they're going to do it, how they would do it, but that has to be in every, like, that's been in every, well, it hasn't been in Tron Identity because it's strictly programs, but, like, you have the first Tron, it's like, there's been a mistake, or whatever, and then Tron 2.0, it's like, you're making a big mistake, and then Sam and Tron Legacy, listen, I'm sure you get this a lot, but there's been a big mistake. But wait, what are you even talking about? You lost me.
To learn how to operate a light cycle, Please enter the data stream. Wait while I open the port.
Ah, I see. Oh yeah.
First, the basics. Light cycles travel at a default speed and cannot be stopped. To steer your light cycle, use the right and left strafe keys.
I have it in first
Press and
person.
hold the move forward key. Releasing the key returns the speed back to default speed. To decelerate, press and hold the move backward key. Releasing the key returns the speed back to default speed. An added speed boost is gained when near an opponent's light cycle trail. Use camera zoom and camera rotation keys to control camera position.
The first person doesn't seem to work as well
Use
with
the light cycle camera
normal
toggle
light
to
cycle.
switch between tracking and manual camera control. It's not uncommon to find power-ups on light cycle grids. To pick up a power-up, steer your light cycle over the icon.
Now the
Use
downside
fire
is
button to
that
activate a power-up once it is acquired. Note that power-ups are only good for one use. Speed zones indicated by
the downside is that it's a
on the
little
grid
difficult to pick
alter
up
the speed
power-ups.
of the light cycle.
Well, not
Feel free
the
to
only,
practice controlling your light cycle.
not the only downside, but one of the downsides.
When finished, steer your light cycle over the exit icon.
There have been like a number of games like this you can play on mobile.
The objective when on a light cycle is to outlast your opponent without crashing.
Turbo
To win,
boost applied.
force your opponent to crash into the trail left behind your light cycle or into some other solid object. Feel free to practice racing against these opponents. When finished, steer your light cycle over the exit icon.
Oh, shoot. Except I think the problem is it starts you over at the very beginning, doesn't
The
it?
objective when on a light
Oh wait,
cycle
no it
is to
doesn't.
outlast your opponent without crashing.
Turbo
To
boost
win,
acquired.
force your opponent to crash into the trail left behind your light cycle or into some other solid object. Feel free to practice.
Alright, hang on a second. No? Game, light cycle, third person, yes.
Racing against these opponents. When finished, steer your light cycle over the exit icon.
Oh, what the? What is wrong with my light cycle? Matter of fact, what's wrong with their light cycles? Oh, that was turbo boost, not the shield.
The objective when on a light cycle is to outlast your opponent without crashing. To win, force your opponent to crash into the trail left behind your light cycle or into some other solid
Light
object.
cycle is broken.
Feel free to practice racing against
Shield
these
break
opponents.
acquired.
When finished, steer your light cycle over the exit icon.
Interesting. Ah, darn.
objective when on a light cycle is to outlast your opponent without crashing. To win, force your opponent to crash into the trail left behind your light cycle or into some other solid object. Feel free to practice racing against these opponents. When finished, steer your light cycle over the exit icon.
Well, this is like the... This isn't the, oh. Wrong one. This isn't the killer app mod. But the thing is,
the objective when on a light cycle,
the Steam version, it didn't look like this before.
To win, force your opponent to crash into the trail left behind your light cycle or into some other solid object.
I have no idea.
Feel free to practice racing against these opponents. When finished, steer your light cycle over the exit icon.
It might be because the problem might be that I started this in first person.
Programs scheduled for grid competition are to enter Light Cycle Arena immediately.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know, just given... I didn't see it as really a necessary thing. And also, there are some things that, I don't know, when I was seeing your playthrough and how you were having, like, issues, like, when you were trying to quick load, I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. I just don't want to bother. That said, that is still rather weird, because I've never encountered that issue before.
Where do I go to start the race?
Follow me.
Oops. Right, yeah, it didn't. So...
Enter the data stream to start the race.
Shield break acquired.
Huh. That's weird. Oh. Already? Okay. I mean, it's not a game breaker for me. It doesn't ruin it for me. It is still puzzling, though.
Programs Jet, Sim, Frog, and Crom prepare to enter Grid Arena 2.
Yeah, so apparently, yeah, getting this right will give you build points. And it's always the same answer.
Are you gonna wager or what? Hold on, I can't make up my mind.
Speaking of frogs, your guys' faces kind of make me think of frogs.
Hey, program, do you have any insight on which racer will win the next heat?
For some reason, I don't know why.
Definitely the blue racer.
You sound pretty confident. race is almost over.
We're now down to 2 racers, and what a round this has been. Okay, red is hugging the wall, blue is doing the same. They're hurdling for each other at top speed. Only one will come out of this victorious.
I first played this game on disc.
Racing at its finest. Red banks, red, blue wins. What a race!
Yeah! Good call, program.
Correct advice given to regular about who will win the next race. Oh, hey, Lab Cat. I'm just kidding. It's because you had that skin, like the one time we played online together.
You did real good out there. If properly equipped, I'm betting you can go the distance. Take this permission and access the security lockers. I think you'll like what you find in there. I've got a lot riding on you, program.
Well, thanks, bud. That's a really weird error. I'm still just wrapping my brain around that. Just being like, don't get it. Why is it broken? Anyway, maybe it'll get fixed with the super light cycle.
Programs scheduled for grid competition are to enter Light Cycle Arena immediately.
It's a big maybe, though. Where did from Nick Tilley. I'm one step ahead of you. I've already sent my resume out to 3 companies this morning. A merger is never a pretty sight, especially for the home team. If Gibbs Jr. does indeed sell the company, I bet half of us get laid off. I can't take that chance. I've got 2 dogs and an expensive car to worry about. By the way, can I have my stapler back? Nick. I think that's an Office Space reference. Which the only reason I know this is maybe one of these days I'll watch Office Space. It's just there seem to be a lot of like funny things that come from that. Like if you've seen the meme of the guy in the suspenders with the mug and the glasses, it's like, you know, such and such and such. Like if you could blah 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 blah, that would be great. That's from Office Space. But like there's a line from there, I think, which is, and I believe you have my stapler or whatever. But I saw that in the context of, you have my sword, and you have my bow, and I believe you have my stapler. But, I'm almost at 2.0. I'm almost the name of the game. So, I'll get my last glorified hexagonal Cheez-It after this, I reckon. Yes, it's fixed.
Fragmented performance.
It's like, oh boy, it's fixed. Boom, crash. What does that remind me of? I guess. But they're still broken. Oh. Hang on. Okay, now I think I will turn that back. World's fastest game of chicken.
Programs Land, Jet, 2D, and Mercury prepare to enter Grid Arena 3.
Aha! There you are. Mercury, the messenger god, the fast god of Roman mythos. What the? My jump was delayed, so it looked like I bounced as soon as I landed on the floor.
Programs scheduled for grid competition are to enter Light Cycle Arena immediately.
For the record, you have a 1.19 e to the -7 chance of winning. Mercury has never been defeated.
D-resolution percentage high.
Impressive racing. Keep it up. Maybe after the race you can give me a few pointers. Wait, what am I saying? After the race, you'll be history.
What history? I got rid of it. Anyway. I'm sorry. I just had to make that joke. I didn't have to make that joke, but it was a little hard to resist.
Is Mercury really that good?
Is a beta version buggy? She's the undisputed light cycle champ. Those bikes move in straight lines, but somehow Mercury manages to run circles around everyone.
I mean, 90.99% of the time, sure, a beta version is going to be buggy. It's very difficult to expect a bugless game. But on occasion, perhaps. Alright. Let's go.
Welcome to the Light Cycle Racing Finals. In this double elimination match, Jet and Land are squaring off on one side of the arena.
Oh, hey, Mr. Zero, when did you get here?
On the other side. The winners will meet in the middle to decide the ultimate victor.
I don't think that's me.
Welcome to the Light Cycle Racing Finals. In this double elimination match, Jet and Land are squaring off on one side of the arena, while Mercury and 2D are on the other side. The winners will meet in the middle to decide the ultimate victor. Wait, what is Mercury doing? She's gone crazy. One of the observation towers is collapsing. Now she's...
Jet, do as I say and don't ask questions. Hurry, and make your way to the far side of the grid.
Too late.
Welcome to the Light Cycle Racing Finals. In this double elimination match, Jet and Land are squaring off on one side of the arena, while Mercury and 2D are on the other side. The winners will meet in the middle to decide the ultimate victor. Wait, what is Mercury doing? She's gone crazy. One of the observation towers is collapsing. Now she's...
Jet, do as I say and don't ask questions. Hurry, and make your way to the far side of the grid arena. Escape the arena by using the ramp made of debris. Do it now.
Goodbye. Okay, come on. If I was playing, that fall damage would kill me.
Hello, Jet.
Mercury, you're
Yes, I am. You're
Ah,
not
babe.
half bad on the grid.
thanks.
I heard you mention Mathria. My user sent me to help her.
Who's your user?
I don't know. Goes by the name of Guest. We should get out of here.
How did
That
you
might
know
be
I
his
could hold
name.
my own out there?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Is it true? What you said about being a user?
So you believe me?
There is something special about you. Come with me. I want to show you something. It's a little trick I learned that may come in handy.
Okay, I just speaking of Tron, just completely unrelated, but it just made me think of this John Tron moment where he's like playing these random games or whatever, and it's like this one where what you're supposed to do is like he's just like flying this helicopter to the top of this mountain or towards it, but what you're actually supposed to do is like midway you're supposed to drop your character who's on a snowboard and just go down the mountain, but he doesn't know that, so he just flies the helicopter to the very top of the mountain, and he just gets a screenshot of his character just sitting in a chair, like a lazy chair or whatever, like with a cocktail or something, and he's getting massaged by a woman in a bathing suit, and he's just like staring. He's just like, excuse me, is the whole point of this game to fly a helicopter to the top of the mountain and chill with a hot babe? It's like, holy smokes. Wow.
You can take out enemies quietly using the Rod primitive. It's most effective when used against an enemy unaware of your presence. To activate, press and hold the fire button. If you have a fuzzy signature subwoofer, this would be a good time to install it into your system memory.
Okay, so now... Alright. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little glitchy. It's like when I acquire something new, and when I like, you know, quick save or something. Hey!
Sending error.
Doggone it. And now comes one of my least favorite sections of the game. Honestly.
We need to get your disk back. That means getting inside the Colonel's observation tower. It won't be easy, but I have a plan.
What's your plan?
We're going to access this command buffer to learn more about how this system works. In the meantime, make your way to the processing level. I'll contact you later with more information. The prisoner cell area is right through that door. Use this permission key to activate the bit controlling the door out of here.
You gotta give Jack credit. He's pretty handy with, like, you know, doing like little tricks with his devices. Yep. He agreed with you.
Routed to bin cell 100-10110.
Uh-oh. No, thank you. Uh-oh. Oh. I'm not running. I am standing perfectly still, which is why you're hitting me. Yeah. Oh, whoops. What? Whoops. Quite. It's like you're playing Metroid Prime Hunters, or no, you're playing Metroid Prime 2, but without the power beam.
Prisoner Rami routed to bin cell 100101010.
Oh shoot, that's Seeker. Yeah, the Seekers are the worst. Oh. I forgot about that. Well, I didn't, but I didn't. I think I just kind of forgot it was an instant kill.
Routed to bin cell 100101110.
Freeze program! Sending.
Uh-oh. Oh, got it.
Prisoner Rami routed to bin cell 100101110.
Oh, shoot.
Activating security resin station.
Shoot.
Prisoner Rami routed to bin cell 100101110.
Help! I hear you. Shut up. Not interested. I already had my lunch. Maybe, maybe I should... Maybe I should switch to medium. Oh my gosh, the difference is night and day. Visually, anyway.
We found an anomaly! Quit running! Sending error message. Show yourself.
Right in front of you, big boy. Wait, I already have that. No, thank you. Wait, why do I have only 100 health? Don't I have a max of 115? Did I lose health? How did that happen? Huh. Well, I think... Hmm? Well, I ended up dealing with all the ICPs anyway.
Hey, program, it's me, Rami. Activate the bit that controls this door, and I'll get us out of here. Now, let's get out of here.
Not yet, buddy. Oops. Ah! Shoot Skaboodle. Yeah, I had my max health was like 115 or something, but somehow it got lowered. I didn't know that could happen. Yeah, that's Rami from before. And earlier you heard that, like, you heard his name, like he got arrested or something. Okay, 1, 2, 3. My guess is he got quarantined. My guess is he got quarantined because he interacted with me, and of course everybody thinks that I'm the source of the corruption, so... Wait, hang on. I think I'm being petty, but... Wait. Now I have over 100 health. What is going on? Ah, there's the suffusion. It's not really a point in having that armed against the Seekers, eh? 2, yes. Shotgun. So I hadn't really thought of it, but I guess the idea of the subfusion is it is a sub-function of the raw primitive. Since it is in the 2 category. Alright, it's 1 shy. Oh, right, there's more upstairs. Oh. Broken the floor. Corruption has broken the 4th wall? How so? Oh, I see. That's still not as funny as the time during the overclocking mission. I actually broke my computer after that. Oh, I didn't recharge. Oh well, there's a green thing down here somewhere.
Data stream is active.
I don't know about you, but it annoys me when I run to things that it's impossible to find all of the permissions for. That bothers me. Bye, Felicia. Anyway, I hear a build point. Is it behind here? Yes, it is. I just realized I haven't been checking behind there. Okay. The primitives, or maybe blast bread reduce 30%, energy use increase 10%. More efficient. Their space now include a bit more. Yeah. I think that's all of the... I'll save.
Until next time.
Okay. The build point counter is still on.
Connecting to IO grid. Okay, here's the deal. You can use the processing platform to reach the recovery level. From there, you should be able to gain access to the Colonel's observation tower. I'm not able to send you the required permission set, but you can bypass the requirement by destroying the 2 encryption keys. Study this help file for more information. Node deactivated.
My user wouldn't discard you like this.
That's a location of a build point, or one of the locations, possible locations anyway. Did I ask? How about you just shut your trap? It's quite creative, you know, just like the, you know, the more you develop, the more you world build, like the more you're like, oh, we can do this, we can interpret this way, or, you know, like later there's a literal, like a spaceship thingy that's a server, and you literally make it crash, and you're just like, a bit on the nose, but that's still funny. I mean, honestly, why not, you know? Okay, it seems like lowering the performance or the detail, it doesn't seem like that makes a difference, so we'll just return it to the all sparkly glowy. What am I doing again? Oh yeah, I'm going in the elevator.
Stop executing escape routine.
How about... You know what? I think maybe I'll listen to you next time. I don't know. Alrighty. It's because of this game that I became such a save scummer. So don't. What? Oh. I see. Ah, indeed. Well, that wasn't... How about you stop telling me what to do? You know what? Maybe I should just sit down.
Reports are coming in that the fugitive is armed and dangerous. Should we call for more backup? No, that won't be necessary. I don't know about you, but I'm running to the nearest sec reser at the first sign of trouble. Uh-oh, we've got company.
Oh, you, huh?
For the Colonel!
For the Emperor! Wait, are you going around? Oh, you sneaky son of a gun.
You don't have a chance.
You're probably right. But I'm still gonna try. Ow. I just realized maybe I should, also, I didn't realize that was, Oh, wait, what? Oh, ow. I totally was not paying attention to the fact that I can...
Should we call for more backup?
I'm also legged.
I don't know about you, but I'm...
I'm also bellied. Oh, right, that's why the thing was green earlier. Wait a minute, I already have that. Just realized it at the last second. Ah! Oh wow, I jumped over his disc. Nice. I don't like how, it looks like I'm looking to the right. My right. For some reason, I can't set it so that it's like, as far as I know, I can't set it so it's backwards. Wait, here... It's in here, isn't it? Ah! Yes, I'm being petty. What of it? That gave me a start. Just a little bit. Oh, behind me, eh? Nice. Do I know what? Leave the company. To Alan Bradley, Kevin Flynn. June of year 90. Well, old boy, I'm leaving. As you know, this is not a decision I'm making lightly, but the time has come for me move on to greener pastures. Gibbs Jr. will take over operations. My days here since replacing Dillinger have been both fulfilling and heartbreaking. I'll never forget the great moments we've shared. Come by my office early tonight and we'll have a drink. Kevin Flynn, Senior Executive VP. Why does it say Senior Executive VP? Like VP? Like Vice President? Well, if that's the case... Also, he was only the president, or he was only the senior executive at Incom for 7 years. I mean, that's still a good long time, I guess, but not very long. I hear something. Okay, and I know where the last build point is now. Ooh, I don't have that permission. Also, the thing with permissions, I don't think I've played a game that has that mechanic, or has, like, you know, the same thing. Like, I can't think of a game that would have an equivalent of that. Now I can't. Right. Interessant. I don't remember if there's a point, like a mission where you actually get all permissions. ICP Ben. Is that the lull? I don't remember. I think it is the lull because this is the weapons over here. And I remember you get the lull around here.
Uh-oh, we've got company.
Whew, nice. Ah! There she is. The beautiful What does this do again? Converts a disc block into a powerful blast that can be directed back towards the enemy. Ah, yes. The moment I grab this, I'm going to...
Code alert. Improper disk access.
Stop executing escape routine.
Whoa, what? Where? Oh, right. Do they, like, just infinitely spawn?
Code alert. Improper disk access.
You know it'd be cool, whatchamacallit? Yeah, they come over here. What would be a cool subroutine that I don't think is in this game is one where it lets you move faster. Ow. Hang on a second. I think maybe I should do the old Metroid thing and actually use the thing I just got. Oh, this is a 2-weapon. Me and Big forgot, see? I just noped out of there.
Yes.
Shoot. You know what? Yeah, I did know. I do know that. But you know what? For now, I am, and yes, I am aware. I am attempting to aim for the head. In fact, I make it a practice to. I'm just not always a good shot. I took down 3, but I seem to remember there were 4. I believe you can, yes. Huh. I was actually able to get out. There were 4, right? Alright. Guess I just miscounted. Floor is lava. Anyway, okay. Oh, wow, is that really the time? Huh. In that case... And I know this next part is going to take a while, so...
Sir, we've lost partitions 0 through 255 to the corruption. Core protocol failure is imminent. Shut down all unnecessary applications and reroute resources to the front line. This system is not going down on my watch. Yes, sir. Has the fugitive been located? Apparently he managed to retrieve his disk. I've ordered that entire sector locked down. No program is getting in or out unless it passes through our transports. Run the search criteria. I want that program file. Yes, sir.
Connecting to I.O. grid. The severity of the corrosion on the server has reached critical proportions. My docking protocols are failing.
What about the ICPs? Aren't they helping?
Oh, please. ICP might as well stand for Incompetent Confused Programs.
Alan, please hurry. Link broken. Jet, got to help Mathria. Make your way into the transport terminal. It's the only way out of here. Node deactivated. Have a nice microcycle.
Well, thank you, even though I don't think you know what that means. I mean, it's just like... You know, just a little inconsistency, I think.
Okay, team, spread out.
What was it? It was in Tron Identity, right? Where it'll tell you how long it took you to solve a puzzle, and then it'll say this many minutes / seconds, and then it'll also say which is this many microcycles, or something like that. It's just like, hang on a second. But yeah. Oh well. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this episode. Yeah, we got our disc back, which is a good place to stop, just because, you know, wouldn't really not really looking forward. I wouldn't really be looking forward to like coming back and not having my disc. But yeah. So I got the disc back, got the lull, got the suffusion. Yeah. Now there's a lot of red. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. As always, God bless, and I'll see y'all next time. Ciao.